This is the question. So we are taking the first row. The first row, this is the first f, which is 0, with the condition that here the unit step of this is still 0. So we don't worry ourselves. Because the function is 0, each unit step will still be 0. So we don't worry ourselves to even find it. Now let's go to the second one. F of 2, that's the second one, with the condition this. Now let's look at how the unit step is being written for this. Because this one is not 0, the final answer will not be 0. So if you want to write the unit step of this, put a square bracket and a minus in between and a times here. Put a square bracket, a minus in between, and a multiplication sign here. Now, what are you going to fill in? You're supposed to fill in this portion, and that portion. So, now, after the multiplication sign, the function itself will come here. This function comes here. Now, the one inside is for this one. The left and the right. So, unit step of the left will be here. Unit step of this minus this. U of t minus 1. So t minus 1 will come into this bracket. Then unit step t minus 2. Then we multiply. Now, before we do the multiplication, just look at something. In elementary mathematics, if I give you f of x times x, you tell me the answer is x f of x and not f of x squared. I hope you understand it. Good. F of x times x. Because this is a function, this cannot go inside. Okay, so rather to multiply at the back. So it means that when I'm using this to multiply this, this cannot go and multiply this to get a square, but rather to come back. So that will give me f of 2t is equal to t minus 1 ut minus 1 for this. Then this and that gives me t minus 1 ut minus 2. So that's the unit step form of this function. Then there is a third one. The third one is f of 3t is 1 for t greater or equal to 2. Because this one is not a two-sided inequality, you don't need a square bracket. What you need is something times something here. So this, whatever that is here comes here as my 1. And this one, you create a unit step for this. The unit step is always for the condition. So this becomes ut minus 2. The answer is ut minus 2. The final answer is, now look at the f. This f is made up of 3 things. F1, F2, F3. So F1, F2, F3. F1 is 0. Plus is here. F2 is the whole of this. T minus 1. ut minus 1 minus t minus 1 ut minus 2. So that is F2 plus F3 is this F3 ut minus 2. Okay, now we are supposed to write our answer in its simplest form. Now look at something interesting here. This is the unit step, this is the ordinary function. This dictates what should be here. This, you see, this is t minus 1, this is t minus 1. It means that this has been written well. This is t minus 2, this is not t minus 2. So which means that something must be done to this. This one, there is nothing at the back. So this one is fine. This and this, possibly we have to work on it. So this, the unit step determines what it should be at the back. So we will continue. So we have, this one is ut minus 1. Now, this and this, we are supposed, it's non-standard because whatever that is here is not the same thing that is at the back. Whatever that is here is not the same thing that is at the back. So what we are going to do is that we are going to compress this. And look at how it's being compressed. They are like terms. Ut minus 2 is a like term, it's common. So we write plus ut minus 2 factored out. What is left here? If this is factored out, what is left here is this. Minus t minus 1. So I'm done with this. What is left here is 1 because I have factored this one out. So we come to this side, we have t minus 1 ut minus 1 plus ut minus 2. We're trying to simplify what is in the square bracket. This is negative t plus 1. So negative t plus 2. Negative t plus 1 plus 1. So negative t plus 2. But we learned that the t minus 2, you know, this and this, we know how to multiply this and this. Because we learned that every time I multiply the function by the unit step, the function goes back. So we're going to have t minus 1 ut minus 1. This comes back plus minus t plus 2 ut minus 2. The interesting thing is that this dictates what is at the back, this dictates what is at the back. This and this look alike. This and this look alike. So whatever that is here should be here. So how can we write this to look like this? So you see this is t, but this is negative t. So let's just pull the negative out. So upon pulling negative out, we're going to have t minus 1 ut minus 1 minus out t minus 2. So we have ut minus 2. And this is the final answer for that problem. This is the unit step final answer.